Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. I realized in my last video on Wednesday, I didn't at all talk about the quotes that were on here. So I'm gonna do that in this video, cause there are some quotes that every Wednesday fan knows. So I'm gonna talk about those quotes. But there are other quotes on here as well, like this one. I'm not sure whose the idea it was to put hundreds of adolescents in underfunded schools run by people whose dreams were crushed years ago, but I admired the sadicism, I think is how you say it. Wednesday. I forget when she says this. I think it's it has to be some point. I think it's one of the first things she says in the entire show. I think it might be the first line in the entire show. Um, let's see. Where are her quotes? Quotes. Oops. Well, that's fine. I missed. She does say this. And people have been editing that recently. When I'm filming this, they have been. People have been talking about this for a while now. Um, this whole thing where Wednesday doesn't kill Tyler when she had the chance, which there's a lot, but here's one that says, "So you were guided by a latent chivalry, the tool of patriarchy, to extract my undying gratitude." He's like, most people just say thank you. I do remember him saying that. I just don't remember exactly what's going on. So I don't. She's like, I don't want to be rescued. So I should have just left that thing smash you to mush. Wednesday. I would have rather saved myself. Wednesday's really weird with this. Miss Thornhill just ordered pizza. Want to take a stab being social? I do like stabbing. The social part, not so much. Oh, that scene. I remember is they are there in actually I'm not totally sure where exactly in the school they are, but um they are painting their boat for the Poe Cup in that scene. Enid and the rest of Ophelia Hall doing that. Fester, help, Thing's not moving, he was stabbed. Oh, so Thing gets literally gets stabbed through I forget how, but then Fester just brings it back to life. The way that Thing was brought to life originally. Again, more spoilers, but spoilers, more spoilers for this uh, thing. But the last one says, "You seem to attract murderers like most people catch colds." Olaf, who's Olaf? Oh, Orloff to Wednesday. Who's Orloff? I'm not sure who Orloff is. Not sure who that is, but yeah. Is that all the quotes they have? Wow, they do not have a lot of quotes. I thought they would have way more. Oh, here's one. "Bravo, Miss Adams. You managed to release not one, but two hides from the asylum. I was hoping once Day of the Dead was over, you would sashay back to the afterlife." I don't sashay ever. Are the Galpins still in Jericho? Now I'm adding Bloodhound to my resume. An example of teasing between Wednesday and Larissa. Or Weems, Larissa Weems. I just call her Weems. Weems becomes her, spirit guide, as when Goody died, as we talked about before. When As we talked about in the last, like what I said in the last video about Weems and Wednesday being what was it, 13th cousins, twice removed, I believe. Because the way spirit guides work in Wednesday is they only work if the spirit guide is a family member. The spirit guide has to be a family member. It can't be anyone else, which is why Wednesday was so confused when she woke up and found Larissa. Here's one from Enid, I guess. What about you? Will you forget about me? Enid, the mark you have left on me is... I don't know what that word's... indelible? Anytime I go nauseous at the sight of a rainbow or hear a pop song that makes my ears bleed, I think of you. Okay. Hold on. This is... yeah, I don't know how to say that word. Is it undeniable? That might be the word. But whatever. A murder of woes? From what season? It didn't tell me which season. Dang. Who did this to you? Knife from the back? Cowards, I promise that whoever did this to you will suffer, and it will be slow, long, and excruciatingly painful. Wednesday to Thing. So that is right before she goes to Fester to ask Fester to help her save Thing. I suppose Gomez and Morticia don't have their own on here. Yeah, I think that might be all of them. Alright, we're going to Enid now. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, here is the, at least from the ones I've seen, from like the TikToks and things that people talk about online, is this one right here. I just asked myself, WWWD, what would Wednesday do? There's a reason for that. That has become like if someone goes on Instagram or TikTok and makes a video saying, I've seen this a lot, by the way, on like TikTok and Instagram, and people will post a video or like a picture or something. Most times it's a video, and it basically just says, put in the comments something only Wednesday fans will understand, or just type something in the comments that only Wednesday fans will understand. WWWD is the most typed thing. Like, I've done it myself in comments before. A lot of people do it because it's like one of the most iconic parts of Wednesday for Wednesday fans. The only thing that I think is maybe more is either it's probably the Wednesday dance from season 1 to Bloody Mary. I think that might be the only one that's more. That is more. Does she not? Is that the only one they have for her? Hold on. They were saying a lot of stuff. I might honestly create one. Here's one. Why doesn't change of heart? Because we work. We shouldn't, but we do. It's like some sort of weird friendship anomaly. Wednesday and Enid. I remember this. So, if you're wondering how they got to this point, basically, throughout the entire, this is season 1, throughout the entire first season of the show, they have been like fighting, right? And so, toward the middle of the season, Enid leaves Wednesday in their shared dorm room alone and moves to Yoko's room, who's another one of the friends, who's also a vampire. Don't know why I felt the need to say that, but regardless, so she moves, and so basically Enid keeps coming back to their room because she quote unquote forgot things, and she keeps doing it. Eventually, Enid and Wednesday resolve whatever was going on with them, and Enid moves back. And this quote, why doesn't change your heart? Because we work, we shouldn't, but we do. It's like some sort of weird friendship anomaly. Wednesday says, why the sudden change of heart, I'm pretty sure. And then Enid says, because we work, we shouldn't, but we do. It's like some sort of weird friendship anomaly. Because the reason she says it like that is because they're opposites. Complete and utter opposites. Which is why it's like really interesting and like really weird. Is that it they have? They have to have more. Okay, here we go. Quotes. Howdy, Rumi. Greeting to Wednesday. Also, along with WWWD, along with that, that's another one that people do. Don't mess with me. The seas cause I'm not free to use them. I remember that. That was also in the first episode. This kid takes no prisoners. If Bianca Barkley wins again this year, I will literally stretch my own eyes out. She said that to all of the teammates? Huh. I thought she only said that on Wednesday. That's like right before the poke up. Like literally they're in the boat getting ready to start and she says that. Oh my god, you look perfect. Only thing, where are your whiskers? That's right, also right before the poke up. They're not in the boat yet, but that's all there. Ajax, I just spent all morning flirting and hinting and trying to act cute while doing some roadkill just so you would ask me out on a date. I remember this. So this is the day where the school for whatever goes to Jericho, which if you don't know what Jericho is like the city that's closest to Nevermore. So for whatever reason they go, they have like I don't know, some kind of festival there. And they Wednesday and Enid switch roles. It was kind of convenient that Wednesday got paired up with Ajax, otherwise that wouldn't have worked. Basically, Wednesday wanted what Enid had because she could continue her investigation in that spot, whereas Enid the only reason that Enid took what Wednesday had was because she would be with Ajax, and that was during that whole thing where they were like helping out in the city. That's was that. Oh, okay. This is right before Enid leaves, the room, from Wednesday. Or no, is it? I actually don't know. She says, I've tried really hard to be a friend. Always put myself out there. Thought of your feelings, told people I know she gives off serial killer vibes, but she's just shy. I never asked her to do that. You didn't have to, because that's what friends do. I can't remember if that is like immediately before she leaves, or way after, or way before. I like, it's not the very last thing she says. I don't remember when that is exactly, but why did I click this? Oh, it tells me exactly when. The quid pro quo. I don't know which one she leaves in. I don't know, but I'm almost like 100% sure. I'm almost for sure that's before. No, I don't, because I'm not going. Not this summer, not ever. If I'm meant to wolf out, then I'm going to do it on my own timeline and not yours. I hope that one day you'll finally accept me for who I am. Enid finally standing up to her mother, which I think is awesome representation of Enid, the change that Enid went through during the first few weeks with Wednesday at Nevermore, the difference between the two, how she was before versus how she was now, or versus how she was at the beginning versus how she was when Parent Week came up. The difference was completely crazy. Everything you said about me is true, but I don't apologize for it. Not anymore. It's just who I am. And then, I've learned so much from you. Part of it is admittedly criminal behavior, but most people spend their entire lives pretending to give 0 Fs, and you literally never had an F to give. Enid to Wednesday after Wednesday gets expelled. I don't remember that. I don't remember her getting expelled. Was that like the last part of that season? Very close to. Yeah. But yeah. Let's do Agnes. So her first one is oh my god. Okay. We haven't probably introduced. I'm Agnes DeMille, your number one super fan. Agnes to Wednesday. Like first thing she says to Wednesday. Is that. We skipped one. Let's do that. This is my start. I turned her into an unpaid expendable gopher. When this man Agnes to Uncle Fester. Here. Wow, it only has one quote? That's kind of sucks. But I just want to say that I love us. The Three Musketeers, Ian laughs. Wednesday, careful. A goodbye conversation between Agnes, Enid, and Wednesday. Okay, so they didn't put it here because I think it's because it's originally Enid's line. But Agnes does say that same line. The WWWD, what would Wednesday do? At one point, and Enid immediately says after that to her. She goes that's my line, you little psycho. She does say that. I didn't know they had pictures. They're all from their their Instagrams, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. We'll do Marilyn or whatever. What's her name? Laurel Gates. Does she have votes? Yes, she does. I think we skipped a bunch. Yeah, we skipped quite a few, but she doesn't have one. Oh, she does. Okay, so this first one is like the first time we ever see her. She says, "Good evening." So remember, Enid says this kid's got claws and she's not fit to use them. The very next line is this line, where Marilyn walks in, or Laura walks in. Marilyn walks in, and she says, "Good evening, girls. Oh, sorry about the mud. I wanted to make sure that Wednesday was settling in. Is this a bad time, Miss Thornhill? Your dorm mom. Apologies. I'm Miss Thornhill, your dorm mom. Apologies, I wasn't there to greet you when you arrived. I should see as even giving you the old nevermore welcome." And then Wednesday, immediately after that, says, She smothered me with her hospitality. I hope to return the favor in her sleep. Never lose that Wednesday. The ability to not let others define you. It's a gift. The most interesting plans grow in the shade. Marilyn to Wednesday. I bided my time, and I made you feel special until you were ready to be sacrificed. Marilyn explained to Wednesday that she was the key to her plans and how she was planning to sacrifice her. Here. Sighed. That's enough, Tyler, honey. Make Mama happy and shut her up permanently. Marilyn exposing herself as Laura Gates to Wednesday Addams and Larissa Weems. Joseph. Oh, okay. So I want to talk about this for a second. So Marilyn was Tyler's, master. And Larissa, who is a shapeshifter, I don't know if I mentioned that in the first video, but Larissa, who is a shapeshifter, turned into Tyler and was there. And so Marilyn, by accident, revealed herself to Larissa as well as Wednesday. Anyway, Joseph Cranston was a visionary dedicated to protecting normies from outcasts until his life was cut short by your ancestor, Goody Adams. And then, to add insult to injury, they stole his land to build that abomination of a school. Marilyn, about Joseph Cranston to Wednesday. The school is Nevermore, in case you're wondering. I might not get to kill all of the outcasts, but at least I will get to kill you, Wednesday. Marilyn's final words before she was defeated. Famous last words. Here. I was kind of hoping it would open up the side thing. Here we go. Here. Who else do I want to do? We'll do Tyler. Let's see what he's got. Do you... Oh my god. Do you make a habit of scaring the hell out of people, Tyler, after... Oh, yeah, so she basically just pops up in front of him as he's trying to fix the coffee machine, I'm pretty sure. The reason I'm scrolling this time is so I realize I keep missing quotes, but I don't see any. Here's one. Look, I did a terrible thing, but I swear I'm not a terrible person. Did you think I was going to judge you over some lousy prank? I would have taken it further. Like putting piranhas in a swimming pool, I may have done a little digging on you after we met Wednesday. I'd do it again. So the piranhas into the swimming pool thing is like one of the first things that we see Wednesday do in the show. Don't want to ask what trouble you are in now, Tyler to Wednesday after leaving the police station. Oh well, you're right. I couldn't resist seeing you. You chained and caged up makes my dark heart grin. Thornhill chose you to be her murderous marionette, whatever. Not just because she saw some hibernating inside you, but because she saw the real you, an expendable nobody, a feeble-minded schoolyard bully with nothing to offer to the world except for subpar barista skills. Your fleeting moment of notoriety will fade quicker than your genetic looks. Thinking of you rotting away in this cell in anonymous mediocrity, that was the best revenge. Wednesday says this to Tyler when she goes to visit him in Willow Hill in the second season of the show. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to do for this video. All the quotes we're going to do for this video. If you want to do more, go to this website. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, and tell me what you want to see me talk about or do next. And yeah, that's it. Bye, everyone.